So, good morning everyone. This is Kim from the South Carolina Homeschooling Connection, and I am going to show you how to build a basic graham cracker gingerbread house this morning. My blog is all about making connections, and so I have several posts coming up about building connections and making memories. Partly with your family, or you can have, friends over, or even do this with a class or a group. And so this is just kicking off some of the holiday connection ideas that I have coming up for you. So I want to show you real quick, just a quick tutorial of this basic graham cracker gingerbread house. We just love it. It's a family tradition for us, and I have kind of perfected the technique. So if I show you, then it'll help you so that you can jump in and learn from all the mistakes that I've made, and it'll be super great for you to host your own gingerbread party coming up for the holiday season. So what I have is some graham crackers, and this particular box of graham crackers came with the double wide. Some of them will come where they're just in a sleeve that are all squares, and it works either way. Whatever variety you get works for building the basic graham cracker houses. I've also made a batch of royal icing here, and when you make your royal icing, the recipe is actually on the meringue powder package, and so I won't go over how to make the icing here, but that'll all be in the blog post. But when you go to make it, I just want to quick show you that it should be really fluffy like this. It really is a matter of how your mixer works. I've had people that follow the recipe exactly, and they get kind of this soupy mixture out of it, and it never really fluffs up good. Other people will mix it and it's like rock hard. You can almost pick up a block of it, and it's not like an icing consistency. So I just wanted to stir and show you, what it should feel like and look like when you're ready to use it. And then once you're ready to use it, you want to load it into a little piping bag. These are designed to hang on to really easily, and so I prefer to use these over, say, like some people will try to use like a Ziploc disposable bag or something, but this is made for icing and it is much more user friendly. But you want to, when you're putting the icing in the bag, you want to fold it down. I've already loaded this a couple of times, so you can see the icing is kind of smushing up to the edge, and it makes it a little bit messy. But the more you can load it farther down into the bag and scoop the icing down inside the bag, the less mess you'll have on your hands afterwards. So that's kind of the goal, is to get the icing where you want it to go and not all over you. But anyway, so I've got it all loaded in there, and you want to be sure, if you've never used the bags before, that you want to keep it twisted really tight up here. You can wrap it around your thumb, or you can like tie it up with a rubber band so that it's coming out, so that it doesn't end up, coming out the top end. So that's the icing. And now let's get started. I'm going to cover up the icing because it does dry out. It's what I consider to be like an edible hot glue. So you could eat your projects later if you wanted to. So anyway, we're going to start with some crackers, and we have to saw these little crackers into squares. You can saw along. There's a little like line right there to keep you straight, and once you saw a little way in there, they'll snap apart. And so I need 6 squares to do one house, and it happens pretty quickly like this, so I can assemble a whole bunch of them if I want to. And then you need 1 extra square, a 7th square. You're going to need to cut that into triangles. So I kind of angle across from corner to corner and saw at a diagonal this way. And even though it wasn't on a line, it'll still snap apart the same way. So I have my 6 crackers and my 2 triangles that I need. So I'm going to start by building the the walls of my basic house. And I'm going to set out 4 crackers. And when you look at your crackers, I don't know if you can see it on this on the video, if you can see it really good, but there is kind of a little perforated line right there in the middle, and I line this up horizontally, so all of my crackers that I use will be sort of horizontal because they're not quite square. See, if I turn one opposite, see they're just a little bit off. They're not true squares. So you want to build a stable house. I try to align all of those midlines kind of horizontally. So I've lined them up here this way with that midline going this way. And 2 of the crackers I'm going to pipe a line of icing right on this. I call this the inside edge. I'm going to pipe it right along the edge there, kind of like the sides of an H, I say, you know, like right there. So, and that horizontal line would fill it in like it's an H, but we're not going to put icing on that part. So then I began to assemble. I'm going to start by standing up one of the iced crackers this way and one of the uniced crackers, and I'm going to stick this edge, this is another edge, I call this the side edge or the outside edge, into that pipe of icing this way. And it should start to stand already by itself. And then you can take the other uniced cracker and attach it really quick like this. And then the last pipes of icing here will just attach really quickly into the end like that. So you have your base of your house, and it might kind of be a little crooked, so you can just kind of press on the sides and straighten it up, but it should stand on its own like this. Like that. And I'm going to set it over to the side. I can move it. And then I'm going to do the roof really quick. And I'm going to pipe along the edge. Like I say, I do have a blog post coming that's going to kind of explain this a little bit too. But I'm going to pipe along the edges right here, just like we did before for the sides of the house. Now we have the roof. So I'm going to start this time with, well, the triangles I want to just quick flip them and make sure that they're aligned pretty good. See, this one is not cut quite the same as the other, so I just want to align them so they're as closely matched as possible. But I'm going to stick one edge of each of the triangles into those pipes of icing there like that, so you can see they're aligned this way. And then this edge where the icings are again will stand up this way and fix in there. So I've got my roof is all assembled this way. And then you can either put the icing along the edge of the walls, on the top edge of the walls, or you can put it on the roof edges here where I want them to stick together to the roof of the house. And so it goes together like this, and then that last little edge that's got a seam right there, you can just fill that in with some more icing. And your houses are pretty sturdy. I let these dry like this. If I'm going to transport them to another location, then I can stack them all together in a box, however many I needed to make. But I can fix them to a plate whenever I'm ready, and pipe the icing along the bottom edge. Oops. See, well, you have to wait until it's all dry to fix it to the, you know, to the plate. So you can affix it to the plate first. But there's no damage done. You have to give it a couple of hours. Give it some time to dry and set. Once it's all set, you can build your houses so that you use the long crackers instead for the sides and the roof, and then the side of the house would have the short edges just like you did before on the simple house. You can take a smaller house and attach it and affix it to the others and get a kind of a complex kind of a structure going on. So once you get that basic house going, you can you know, personalize it however you want to. So anyway, I hope this will help, and it'll go along with my blog posts of how to do a party and how to pre-build your houses, how to do an engineering challenge. There's a whole bunch of things coming. So I hope you will have a great holiday season, and implement this gingerbread house project into your family connections and your group connections. So have a great day.